Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to episode 19 of A Nice Road to Glory. Again, straight in with the gameplay. This is such a gameplay heavy series at the moment because I'm not trading. Although I have been making some investments that you will of course see pretty soon, and they may or may not have paid off. We may have a fair bit of dollar in the bank, if you catch my drift. First opponent there, a Serie A team, very cheap one. Koulibaly, I hate him.
Well, this season
3,000 coins, and he's absolutely incredible. I would call him a cheap Jerome Boateng. He plays just like a slightly worse version of that. He's absolutely amazing.
Not the most exciting side to watch.
But
Maybe he'll change here.
that is that. And he is going to be very common over the years. And we come up against my opponent here, hammer the ball forwards, give it up immediately, because that is now my kickoff tactic. Sometimes it works, sometimes it fails horribly. But we get in, we get the ball back, we come down the wing with Knopfenka, goes for the cutback, Renato Sanchez, Schürrle there to pick up the header. Happy days, we're 1-0 up in 2 minutes 50 seconds. On the attack again there in the 12th minute, but give up the ball very poorly, and my opponent is able to hit me with a little LTRT dribble. I try and clear it, falls back to him, 1-1. Frustrating goal because I had that well defended, but passed the ball into Renato Sanchez. This is just horrible defending from me, and luckily Adler is there to make the save. My opponent wins the corner. In he comes from the corner. I'm still bad at defending them. It's now 2-1. The game has changed, and I was frustrated. This was quite an annoying game for me. My opponent picked up another corner here, and guess what? He didn't score it. Got a chance for a counter here, as is always the way with corners. Of course, I don't make anything of it. Give it up to my opponent there. I need to get better at counter-attacking. I'm not so good at it. Completely missed the slide there. Just walked through me. 3-1 down. I was having a bit of a mare against this guy until that goal. You can see there he had twice as many shots as me. I'd slightly edged possession. But in the second half, it all changed. It was time for a comeback. The comeback was go. Bomb down the wing with Schürrle here. Vermaelen can't keep up. Keep going because that guy was waiting inside. And at that point I just thought it wasn't going to be my day. Missing those chances, it happens quite a lot now. It seems EA have made goalkeepers more efficient at saving those. But we do him here with the feint. Hit the post. Again into the back post for Schürrle to score another header. Schürrle is surprisingly good in the air. I'm not sure how tall he is. I believe he might be 6 foot, which may explain it, which is very nice. But I had to bring on Anthony Martial as Draxler got injured, and I put Knopfenka back to cam. And Martial really made me realise the value of substitutes late on in this game, because the opponent's defenders have such low stamina that you can absolutely blitz them. And of course from that corner, we're back in the game, 3-0. 89th minute. Can it be? Can the comeback of dreams be true? It can. Schürrle doesn't miss those, and I run away shushing him to make him feel bad for giving up a 2-goal lead. And we win the game 4-3. Schürrle with a perfect 10. 4 goals. 2 headers. And was it a left foot, right foot? Was it the perfect hat-trick? But we're up there to 12 points now, 3 wins away from claiming the division. So there was the injury to Draxler, 2 matches, which was a bit of a bummer. Had to go and chuck him in the reserves for our other team as we went into the next match. Coming up against You Mad Bro, who I believe was a foot founder. And foot founders generally tend to be quite good players because they're people who have played FIFA for a long time and they understand game mechanics. Although that's not always true because sometimes they can just be terrible. You can't really judge anything by the date of a creation, but you can make general assumptions. Let's see his BPL team there. Sterling, Rashford and Sané up front. Very pacey front three. But nothing happened in the first half. You can see my opponent had more possession, more chances than me. I was happy to let him have possession. He was a possession player. I was just going to sit back, plug the gaps and hit him on the counter. If he wants to keep possession, that is all well and good. But we get into the second half here. Absolutely no good chances in the first half. Get it through with Martial. Martial plays it forwards to Benzema. Not really the greatest through ball. But my opponent clears it long, which is an easy win for Kyle Walker, who is very good in the air. Working the ball round now, into Rooney, into Asamoah. Asamoah through to Anthony Martial. Martial with the shot. Not bad, not bad. We get the corner, and I figured out how to score corners at long last. Chris Smalling there, 6'4", built like a fucking tree. And he heads us in front. Lovely. Not long after that, we're out here working the wing, go for another cross. Keeper punches it, I'm not sure why, it could have easily caught that. Into Martial, Martial with the bike. Oh. Close, wasn't bad. And straight from that, my opponent boots it long. I win the header from the goal kick into Sissoko. Sissoko, Benzema through with a lucky touch. Benzema muscle. My opponent tries to run it out. Martial wins it back, cross it into Benzema. 2-0. Lovely jubbly. But the game was not done. And you can see here we pick the ball up at the back. We're just working the space, working our way out. Give it away there with a terrible through ball from Martial, but he gives it back. Sissoko into Alexandro. Alexandro back, hits him with the back heel. Lovely bit of link-up play. Bit of skill here. Into Sissoko. Sissoko back to Alexandro. Benzema. What a goal that would have been. That would have been an absolutely lovely passing move. But alas, it was not meant to be, and we beat you mad bro 2-0. You can see I really turned it around in the second half. I completely dominated him compared to the first half stats. And we are now just 2 wins away from Division 4. Division 5 for me is where the calibre of opponent really dramatically increases. I feel like you're playing against Div 2 and Div 1 players now in Division 5 at the moment, because they obviously aren't filtered out. You see here we're trying to get an injury card for Draxler, because he was of course out for 2 matches, which is very annoying when you only have 1 fitness team. Hopefully injuries get patched and nerfed heavily, because they are ridiculous at the moment. Otherwise, I may have to consider building a 3rd team if I don't want to spend coins on injury cards. And I don't particularly enjoy playing offline, but I had to do that anyway. I had to go into the single player game, jump over to my lone team, get Draxler and Rooney on the bench to sort out their injuries, and I'll just chuck anyone in wherever, because it's amateur, who cares, it really doesn't matter. You win the game very comfortably. Got scored on, of course, as is standard, wasn't watching, but that cleared up the injuries, and we go into the next game. Draxler at full health, lovely jubbly. Back with the Bundesliga team. Our opponent, I told you, another foot founder, rocking those Liverpool kits. Looks absolutely vile, in my opinion. And that lime green and black, not for me. Very nice team. A formation that I used to run with back in FIFA 14 when heading was incredibly overpowered and I had Cliver up front. Cliver and Team of the Season Sterling and Team of the Season Silver Depay on the wings. And it was very effective, and I'd very much love to remake that team on this FIFA, because I think it could work very nicely again. But we pick it up there. Road bullies his player into Schürrle. It's 1-0. You know by now Schürrle doesn't miss those. Nice and easy. But the game was not nice and easy. My opponent here with Lukaku. Lukaku's too strong to push off the ball. And Gradle just sprints away, hammers it. And of course the rebound. I hate rebound goals. That's how the first half finished. Again, another player that wanted to hold possession against me, and I'm just fine. Go for it. I am more than confident in my defensive abilities against someone who holds possession, because they like to find passes, and I'm very happy marking the space. Beautiful little drag back there with Schürrle into Sebastian Rode. Makes it 2-1. Lovely days. But the game was not over. 84th minute. I put someone on the line here. I was a little bit concerned. I thought he was going to do the run over there, but that was actually caught me by surprise, and that was a really nice little free kick tactic. Fortunately, Adler makes the save, and from the corner, Adler makes the save again. Lovely. Then in the 88th minute, my opponent here, he's trying to clear the ball. I've got him pinned in at the moment. Draxler into Luis Gustavo. Gustavo with a finish that really Gustavo shouldn't be capable of scoring in real life.
1 minute left on the clock.
But the game was not over. We still had time to get one more goal in the 90th. Baba plays a ball up the line for Schürrle. Doesn't quite get it. But there's Rode to win it back. Rode was the superstar of this game. He was everywhere. I do really like him in this game. He just feels like a cheaper, worse version of Vidal. Draxler through to Knockbianca. Knockbianca gets it back from Draxler into the far corner, making it 4-1. And for some reason, at this time, my opponent decides to rage quit. I don't understand why people rage quit in the 90th minute. You just lose out on whatever coins you were going to get. Just get the coins, it doesn't matter. We get 700 coins. If he had the bonuses, it could have been 1500, 700, whatever. But we did absolutely dominate him, and we are now 1 point within the title. Look at that form. Win, 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 win. Overcome those early couple of defeats there. Back over to this team, of course. Rooney now healed up from his injury, coming up against Dyslexia. That classic name, or not Dyslexia, apparently. Too Much Magic, Serie A team. That's a very nice kit. Again, backed out. It's very frustrating. Cruise Control was our opponent to be. A little bit of trouble with the kits, of course. The glitch is still there. A pretty nice team. Volland, Raphael, Hakan, Bender, Alonso, Kagawa, Baba, Toprak, Bartra, Kaikera, and... oh, who is the goalkeeper? Oh, I cannot remember the goalkeeper's name for the life of me, and that will annoy me. But a pretty nice, cheap team going there. Nothing that's super worrying about that team.
First half is
and we get things off here. You can see me doing the same thing from kickoff because it generally works the space quite well. Doing a little trick with Benzema, into Martial, to Sissoko, back to Benzema, drill it, get the corner. It's a good opening, it's a good start. But at the 8th minute now, Anthony Martial with so much space, and Martial is just so good on this game. Him and Schürrle are both incredible on this game, and are undoubtedly my favourite strikers. And in the 13th minute, we get it through to Benzema, and I really feel like Benzema should be scoring those. I'm really considering replacing him now. I don't like him that much anymore. You can see Martial there getting the header for the second. My opponent had one shot on target the entire half. I was all over him. But in FIFA, that means nothing, as we all know. And this is why I really like Moussa Sissoko. You see that powerful running. He can out-sprint so many defenders as a can. And he's so strong, he's hard to get off the ball. You can see him going again here. Look, Bartra's just got no chance. He's just got so much pace and so much strength. Martial with the volley. Volleys are, of course, terrible. And Benzema's there to put it in. And there was still time for a fifth. Martial back to Sissoko, Sissoko back to Martial. We see the player at the far post, Jordan Henderson, with a spectacular finish. And the game finished 7-0, I believe, as my opponent put my controller down. And we win the division. Happy days. Played well, I think. But that is where it will end for today. A little bit of a special investment episode tomorrow, perhaps. And a club tour. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll be back next time. I upload daily. And thank you for watching. And I will talk to you later.